Доброго вечера, уважаемые зрители. Сегодня мы с вами продолжим играть в Mass Effect Andromeda. Посмотрим, что же там внутри Эоса-то находится в этой дыре сраной. Всем привет. Ой, господи. Если честно, я особо прям такого здоровенного эпика-то и не жду от того, что там будет происходить. Так просто такая игра, наверное, на расслабоне, наверное. Хотя я думаю, погорит, наверное, еще от чего-нибудь. Еще найдем пару багов в прошлый раз. Это хренец еще происходило. Особенно, когда я сдох и залез в этот, как он, маг и не маг он называется, в общем. Мой дух залет в маг, а труп остался снаружи. Это был, конечно, цирк. Давайте начинать. Что затягивать-то? Раньше начнем, раньше посмотрим, что там за дерьмишко происходит. И с чем все это есть. Так. Вот она. На космос намотана. Ух, что такое? Орет. Или не орет? Да не, нормально. Так. Я надеюсь, у меня там нормально сохранилось в прошлый раз. Игра. Ты нормально сохранилась? Или ненормально? Вроде нормально. Как раз мы приземлились в это подземелье реликтов. Или как их называют, да? По-моему, реликты они называются. Сейчас будем искать, как с планеты убрать всю эту сраную радиацию. Думаю, что там задание есть. Ты чё, планета? Мне не пускаешь задание сделать. Совсем охренела, что ли?
It's acting like a gravity well. But where's it taking us? Embrace the unknown, Ryder. Now this is more like it. Looks like a bunker. Or a vault. Whatever you call it. The controls for that atmosphere processor might be down here somewhere. Let's find out.
Ой, господи, Биби. Тебя тут только не хватало. Тебя тут, мать твою, только не хватало. Что это за дерьмо?
I think that gravity well works in reverse too. Then we have a way out. You're not leaving already, are you? Not until we find those processor controls.
Ща уйдем, тебя оставим.
Not what we're looking for, but worth getting a record.
Watch your fingers. There might be traps.
I'm not detecting any.
I've made that mistake before.
Стена, она стеня,
There.
стеня.
You see that?
Стеня.
It's like a broken information display.
Got anything? There's element 0 threaded through all this tech. Imagine the engineering that would take.
Всего 4% алюминия в этом дерьме. Остальное вообще неизвестно. Что это за дерьмо? Из чего оно состоит? О, контейнер. Графит. Будем карандаши делать.
Lucky me. Huh. Well, if the remnant aren't using it.
Консолька.
Now that's interesting. Only minimal power. I don't think it triggered the atmosphere processor, but...
Pathfinder, a conduit beneath the floor just activated. Fluid is running through it. It could be generating emergency power. Your scanner will have more details.
Чуть мы спустили, вот эти начали вращаться. Или они и так вращались?
I see the conduit, Sam. Whatever it is, it leads out of the room. I'm getting something from that data pattern, but the glyphs make no sense. Damn it.
Data corruption detected. What survives is highly technical. From the context, this could be instructions or a warning.
блин, к стене, короче, идут. О! А стена-то и не стена. Стена — это дверь.
Phrase recovered. Must read to access. This console links to surface facilities.
Then it must control the atmosphere processor.
Ну, может быть.
It looks dead, or locked down, like most of this
Так,
place.
еще горит
The
схема.
fluid conduit leads to this console and further into the vault.
So if we follow that conduit, it might lead to the system lockdown. These data pattern things are incredible. If I'm right, each one can hold hundreds of zettabytes. There are whole species who get by with less.
Да.
Minor corruption detected. The pattern suggests significant data present, but it cannot be accessed.
Окей. Хрена
Another
себе.
gravity well, and that's new. What is it? A symbol of authority? A key? It's easy to speculate with Remnant, but we need more facts. I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way. Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way. I do my best work solo. You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out.
Ой, да, давайте, ну я нахер. Она меня уже бесит.
Not a bad idea.
Иди
We'll
работай
cover
куда
twice the
хочешь.
ground.
Все,
See?
иди.
I knew you were smart. I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
Хоть бы тебя там раздавил
10
какая-нибудь хуйня и
credits say
все.
she ends up in a pit of spikes.
Вот, да. Лем правильно говорит.
This gravity well's sealed off. No way through.
Incidentally, a gravity well is the gravitational effect of a large mass in space. This is more accurately a well with variable gravity.
Keep a note for our sorry friend. For when we try to explain all this.
Оп, так. Эй, что такое?
Well, look at this. No way through, no interface points. Oh. Sam, note it down for later.
Здесь нет ни хрена.
Com check. It's, well, you know who. We read you, BB. Stay in touch.
Так, она, значит, ушла туда, да?
Locked.
Let's hope her expertise finds her way back.
Пошли вперед. Заносит-то как.
They dug this place through solid rock.
Look at the ceiling. Those star things must be bracing it.
Что очень странно. Показалось красным. Это что за дерьмо сейчас произошло?
Looks like a blast shield. That might be handy.
У тебя еще прогорит от этого позора Азари? Всех, точнее Азари. Да я так и думал.
Whoa.
Тихо.
Unable to classify.
The only way through is down towards it.
An unknown alloy in
Известная
other materials. The
феррожидкость.
composition resembles omnigel.
Maybe that's the fluid in the conduit.
Примеси минералов, 12% керамика, остальное неизвестный состав. Ага. Чё-то, если честно, я особо туда не хочу попадать. Оп,
It's dead.
механическая рука.
Nothing.
I bet they used it for working in that liquid.
Но больше пока ничего не вижу. Пошли вот на эту сторону. Сейчас еще сбегаем. Здесь посмотрим. Блядь, Mass Effect в каких-то, блядь, исследователей превратился.
ballsy.
Раньше бегал, взорвал все. Херачил, а тут ходишь, блядь, сканером, сканируешь все.
Settlers are hostile! Careful! Remember, they make other remnants.
Откуда вылез? Пес Барбос. Контейнер. Включенный сборщик. Ну, отключенный, так
It's all so
отключенный.
huge. I see one thing, I'm probably missing 3 more.
Видимо, мы сюда пришли только за контейнером. Схему со ставками из NE. Я, конечно, понимаю, что NE это нулевой элемент. Но у меня еще есть небольшие воспоминания с сокращением NE, как ночные эльфы. Это было бы странно, если бы здесь были схемы со вставками из ночных эльфов.
What do you think the system lockdown looks like? Probably something huge.
So whatever that liquid is, they need a whole... Remnant!
Дурака кусок.
Careful, don't fall in that liquid.
It burns through your shields. Found that out the hard way. Ugh. Watch yourselves, it burns. Use the pillars for cover!
Чуть не утонул. Бей еще один. Вась. Внизу что ли? Да, этот пидорас стреляет. Прайфов сказал, я вспомнил фразочку, пойду в лес, нароблю дроу. Барьерчики навключали. Ну, я здесь не вижу ничего, что можно было бы просканировать. Сюда что? О, контейнер. Опа, чирик.
Someone's watching us.
Let's stay focused. We can worry after we find the system lockdown.
Так, а что это за синяя точка? Так, какая туда-то. Что-то я не пойму. А, он тупо стоит? Ты что стоишь?
We're good.
Прикинулся, блять, ветошью. Думал, я его не замечу.
Look how far it goes.
All this for an atmosphere processor. What is this place?
Да, мне кажется, оно не только с атмосферой связано. Мне кажется, там побольше всякого дерьмишка-то будет.
How come this liquid hasn't dried up? Unless turning that conduit on started it all flowing again. Wouldn't that be something?
Ой, господи. Взяла и не высохла. Тебе какая разница, блядь? Может, это не совсем жидкость. В привычном тебе понимании, блин, пиве. Еще имеет такое пиве.
How many do they need?
If it really is like Omnigel, that fluid could be what's keeping this place going.
What are those pyramids? They must be huge.
We've got company. More remnant.
Slice the edges!
Way ahead of you.
Ну. Оп! Наш печень никто не вечен.
Keep looking up. Don't let them get above us.
Keep up the pressure! We're almost
Как они
through!
тут оказались уже? Сзади обходит. Где-то там еще внизу. А вон сборщик.
We're good.
Да управились. Там еще денемся. Куда ты денешься, когда разденешься? Нам туда, поднимемся сюда, проверим все.
Some things down here work, and some don't.
Perhaps to direct and assist manual reactivation of the vault, or to mislead intruders.
Great.
Вот это типа. Окей. Что это красные штучки, блин?
Phoebe! Ryder! That relic box I found? Not a symbol of authority. The remnants still shoot at me.
Да пристрелите ее уже. Я помогу.
Is that a good idea? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Их игра не хочет помогать мне.
It would take years to tunnel a place this big.
Imagine the machines they used.
Почему обязательно машины? Может, они без машин строили? На рабах. Может, у них люди были рабами. Говорят, кожаные мешки стройте. Эй, что
That's
такое?
one way to light a room. The atmosphere processor we found before didn't need all these steps. Dad just interfaced with it directly.
And it didn't work out so great.
Direct intervention was necessary in that case, but clearly unwise.
Фонарики все включают, освещают нам путь. Пока нас ждут.
Look how high it is. Might be another gravity well. The conduit splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the well to open.
It gets us to the system lockdown. Let's try. The well's sealed. Damn. Maybe we can use the conduit for emergency power, same as before.
This device appears defensive in nature.
Good thing we have a shield to help us out.
Я думаю, все закончилось бы намного быстрее, если бы Шепард умел так прыгать.
You're sure this well isn't going to open up under us?
Pretty sure. Focus on the remnants.
Охренеть! Ты чё, Тори? А? Типа, что это пистолет? Блин, я сам себя, что ли, так? Сдохни ты уже.
Okay, let's hit the other console and complete that circuit.
Срань многоногая. Научные проекты второго уровня открыты. Ничего себе. Ага. Поехали.
So clean for something owl?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several hundred years.
Around the time the Scourge appeared. That can't be a coincidence. Maybe the Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned?
А вот хрен его знает.
Crap, the conduit sprang a leak.
Right over the console. If you try interfacing, you'll burn your hands off.
And no fluid means no power. Damn it. Maybe that's why those devices up above were turned off. We're not turning back now. There has to be some way to fix the leak.
Шломали, блять. Кто тут такой
Ryder, up here.
умный, блять, шломал все. Что там забыл?
What happened? I can't get any doors to work. The conduit's breached. Hey, wait! The observers were using weird laser frequencies to fix a broken wall back there. I can send the frequencies to your Omni tool. Maybe they can patch up the conduit? And... received. I'll give them a shot.
Ни хрена себе. Как у них все легко и просто получается.
The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold. Nice work. If it's fixed, that console should work now.
Такие, у нас тут эта хуйня не работает. Блин, что же делать? Пиви приходит. Но у меня есть решение. О, все, заработало. Ничего не надо искать.
Can you hit that console? Looks like it worked. There's even a bridge. You're a pal, Ryder. Where are you going? We've got to be close to the system lockdown by now. First one gets the glory. We'll catch up. Let's see if we powered up a way out of here.
Будет еще смешнее, если, блять, вот эта вот частота для починки всяких вот дрений больше нигде не будет использоваться, типа в одном месте. Это будет настолько тупо. Когда тебе создали проблему и тут же ее решили. Без твоего участия. Криокулак реликтов.
And it doubles as a weapon. Extra handy.
Хрена себе. Это что там такое? У меня с таких методик прогорает. Например, я наугаю тыкаю паяльником во внутренности усилка, он начинает работать.
Nowhere to go but down.
Что тут за дерево?
Watch your step. It's still a long drop. Wait, plants? All the way down here?
Какие-то они необычные растения.
Thought all the gravity fun had messed up my eyes.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The planet's a wasteland, but maybe they're just hardy.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
Очень необычные растения. Чем-то смахивают на растения, которые, собственно, появились после концовки Mass Effect 3, которую я тогда выбрал. То, что типа машины соединили ДНК с живым. Ну, в смысле, это, короче, единая ДНК. Все стало таким, типа, полумеханическим, полуживым. Очень на это похоже. Надо наблюдать. Свидание. Правильно, так их. Жаль. В стену прям впечатал. Да, еще не всех. Нет, не получилось. Красиво не получилось, блин. Пришел сюда пить чай, смотреть, как стример раздирает шкуру с огромных монстров. Как видишь, на стрим я уже зашел. Привет, Black Knight. Сегодня монстров не будет. Сегодня у нас Andromeda. Монстры у нас будут только теперь в воскресенье. Такие вот делишки. Ну, как не будет. Вот так вот не будет. На ту сторону, что ли, перебираться?
It made a new path. I think that's the right way. We could reach it if we backtrack.
Фестиваль завтра заканчивается? Сегодня должен, по идее, вечером заканчиваться. Ну, я там еще кое-что поделал. И забил. Потом на следующем фестивале там доделаю, что осталось. Там есть там некоторые забавные вещички. Смешные. Нафармил. А на больше мне не хватило.
See? Absolutely fine.
Чё, блядь, свалилось? Кто свалил робота?
It's okay. It's fine.
Knew it. Phew. Come on.
Я сижу усиленно фармлю, чтобы успеть насобирать все, что хочу. Напарники Кора и Вертера. Не-не-не. Ну пока у меня Лиам и Вертера. Кору не знаю пока. Так, а я включил? Да, я включил. В эту сторону. Да чтоб вас! Пиби. Но Пиби пока вон только у нас появился. Я вообще подумаю над тем, чтобы оставить Турианку. И когда у нас этот Кроган появится, с ними с двумя бегать. С Лимом не хочу, но в шопу. Пиби. Это вообще...
Armor hydraulics compensating.
Как бы я не любил в первых двух Mass Effect'ах бегать с Азари, в этой нет. У меня сложный вопрос. Мне одному кажется, что Лиара картонная. В смысле? Лиара картонная. Пиби? В первых трех частях картонная? Да ну не сказал бы. Вполне себе такая. Слабо? Ну не скажи. Не скажи. Есть некоторые моменты, которые слабо прописаны, например, про ее детство. То есть, но... То есть, например, я не особо понял, ну точнее как, понял, не понял, там типа, что она жила с матерью на их планете Азари, а потом она раз и ушла от матери, ну, видимо, из-за того, что она протеан, насколько я понял, исследовала. Вот эти у них взаимоотношения, как-то они довольно странно прописаны были. Ну а в остальном... Не знаю. В остальном нормально. Первая часть слишком забита, во второй она только в DLC, третья часть слишком черствая. Понимаешь, в чем суть? В первой части она не забита, в первой части она ребенок, по сути, по ее меркам. Азари мы ее встречаем. Это, знаешь, это как ты 18-летнюю девочку какую-нибудь нашел. Она знала только Азари, она не знала окружающий мир в основном. Она приходит на корабль, она всему обучается, ты, там, если там встречает Шепард, то там мутишь, не мутишь, все дела. Вот. И типа после второй части, там во второй части, насколько я помню, там 2 года проходит. Ты ее находишь, у нее уже там свое дело. Вот. А в третьей части она, ну как, не совсем черствая, просто она, так сказать, жизнь ее потрепала с этим Шэдоу-брокером. Вот, после того, как в первой части, собственно, Шепард умирает, ей приходилось самой все, вот это вот все делать, самой себе наращивать. И поэтому, может быть, для других, да, она такая черствая. А если только с ней мутить, то вполне себе видно то, что как она была внутри, как вот этой маленькой девочки, там, так она и осталась. Так что ты зря. Ты зря. По этому поводу. Так говоришь. Ну, еще как бы, насколько я знаю, еще по Mass Effect уже комиксы были разные. Там тоже, по-моему, про Лиару есть несколько комиксов. Почему Шепарда не вернули в жизнь к конце? Да, хрен его знает. Не знаю. Это надо спросить у тех, кто дописывал сценарий третьего Mass Effect. Но мне, по-моему, как раз Герман рассказывал, типа, если ты полностью на героя отыгрываешь, то вроде как в конце есть, типа, отсылочка на то, что, типа, Шепард там жив или жива. Что за адовое создание?
All conduits converge here, Pathfinder.
That must be the lockdown console.
Лупаем. Если я убирал Синтерс, он умирал. А Шепард, по-моему, при любом раскладе умирает. Относительно всего.
Huh. Any thoughts, Sam?
Unknown. Though it appears related to the lockdown, an in-depth study may reveal its purpose. The system lockdown is disabled. The vault and the atmosphere processor should return to full operation.
Ryder, you fixed the lockdown, didn't you? The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
Какой хер здесь происходит?
But if it's back online, we should be good to...
Что за нахер?
Ryder...
Should we?
Go! Get back to the entrance now! I saw it! What is that thing? Don't
В третьей части Шепард, у тебя есть 3 стула, это печально. Нет, ну насколько я понял, типа Шепард, у тебя есть 2 стула. Ну ладно, Шепард, у тебя есть 2 стула, и вот и тебе еще один. Другие концовки слишком жесткие, либо убиваешь жизнь, либо вырезаешь гетов коллекционеров. Ладно, 2 стула и табуреточка. Причем табуреточка сидушкой вниз, то есть ножками вверх. Блин, что это за дым сраный? Какой хер здесь происходит?
Wise to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam! Another gravity well! We don't know where it goes! It goes away from here, we're taking it! It's still coming!
Я, пожалуй, постою. Ага.
Yeah, like us!
Ох ты, как они классно рядом со мной так оказались. Найс. Шваливаем! Плюс 3 ядра реликтов. Я надеюсь, будет полезно. Пока! Дверь закрывай, блядь, дверь закрывай, быстрее! Забей хер на нее, дверь закрывай! По ногам ей стреляйте! Нам говорю, ей стреляйте.
Right on our heels!
Или камнем кинь хотя бы.
Get to the gravity well! Shit, it's sealed! Try to get something under it!
Console is attempting surface reconnection. Board restart is now complete.
That was... Talk about a rush!
Чё? Опять случайное спасение из ниоткуда?
What was that? Field.
I know a trap when I see one.
An immune response? Maybe one last scrub before startup? This place is full of surprises.
Кто-то
We
накурил.
have to be more careful. That field almost disintegrated us. But it didn't. You want to focus on that or the cool vault you just activated?
Atmosphere processor is online, recovering last console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster? Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Something happened. Because we restarted the system?
If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults on other worlds.
И чё, и в каждом из них надо съебывать от дыму будет?
Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for?
Сделать невероятные вещи. Невероятные.
Unless the builders show up to explain themselves, all we've got is guesswork. So far, we've seen bots, living plants, atmosphere processors.
I once did supply runs for a council team that was seeding some ice planet's atmosphere, trying to melt the ice caps.
To help it support life.
Then maybe the first processor we saw was broken. Destroying that planet instead of...
Is that what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster? Hey, look there.
Я так в детстве долбил кулаками по ламповому телевизору, он лучше показывал.
We've got to go see. Sam?
Extrapolation.
Я так иногда
These
по своему
coordinates
старому
might be on the
компьютеру
space we've
ногой
currently
бил, когда он
surveyed,
слишком
Pathfinder.
сильно жужжал.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. I could use some fresh air.
По итогу, наверное, лет через 6, наверное. Ну, нет, через 5. Ну, короче, он, когда ему уже очень плохо, иногда при таком стуке ногой он вылетал в синий экран смерти. Извини меня, мой старый компьютер, я не хотел.
Look at that sky. How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
Збз.
Even without the storms, it'll be a struggle for a while. We can tough it out. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
You can. Kind of. Still, wouldn't hurt to find a manual.
Какой ты, блядь, умный.
We've got a lead.
Научились
Sam
уже.
marked it on
Кто,
the
блядь,
charts down
научился?
there.
Ты, что ли,
Site is
научился?
active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there? We? You want to come along? I
Нет,
want to know
не
what makes the
хочет.
remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
Тебя можно положиться? Я не доверяю твоей роже.
I don't know. We're a team. You like working solo. Sure, but we don't have to be joined at the hip to solve all this. Come on.
Come on. Скажи нет.
All right. Pack what you need and... Datapad, toothbrush, clean underwear, that'll do. I'll catch up with you.
She's a handful, but she knows her stuff. We could use the help.
Нет. Нет.
Now for our new outpost.
You have already logged an ideal
Перспективность
site.
получена.
Nav point
Опа!
noted. Updating Tempest.
The next set is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Что за очко криокапсула? Куда мне его сувать? Очко это криокапсула. Ладно. Хрен бы с ней. А потом, как любил советовать Явик, вышвырнуть ее в шлюз. Да. Стоп, а я могу, по идее, выбирать из этих двух? Триммер сделал женщин для романа с Пиби, только не с Пиби. Нет. Нет, нет, нет. Так, стреляет 2 снарядами, поражающие разные цели, или урон от комбо подрыва. Скорость перезарядки. Скорость перезарядки. А, вот так вот возьмем. Ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням. Короче, боевую биотику еще будем вкачивать. Биотика для идиотика. Так. Ладно, ребятки, сейчас небольшой перерывчик. Пару минут. Я вернусь, и мы с вами дальше продолжим исследовать эту сраную галактику. Скоро вернусь. Продолжаем. Так. Что у нас тут есть? Искать активаторы, минералы. Место убийства. По дополнительным заданиям.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
В смысле? Какой еще радиация?
Radiation levels normal.
Я ж
What
думал,
was with
все.
that fight back there?
It's called flanking.
Your shields were drained.
They're shields. Get hit, they drain. That's what they're for.
Risky. Irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a lecture on responsibility from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just keep your judgment to yourself, unless you want the same.
А, ну да, надо же включить режим. Проход по всему дерьму. Скверно.
Here they come!
Да кто они-то? Нет никого.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me their name, I'll update the records and tag the body for recovery.
Где? Где я, блин, колонист? Ой, ну его нахер. Скатим еще 200 лет.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Поехали за вторым еще съездим. Активатор. Видимо, где-то через север надо будет перебираться на гору. В смысле? А что здесь с радиацией-то?
Life support levels are critically low.
Сваливаем! Какого хрена здесь происходит?
Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
Nice work.
Ну ж вроде как это. Радиации тут все а-ля улю или нет? Или хрен там был?
Life support is stable.
Странно это все. Что я ни хера не понимаю.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Пошли за трупешником. Тогда. Надеюсь, там не будет адовой радиации.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is stable. Approaching Site 2. Resilience.
It was sold as the one we get right, but it didn't have time to get worn down. Got wiped out by Ket.
We'll deal with the cat, one thing at a time.
Это что такое? Хранилище для ресурсов. А, мы еще не... Смотреть стойкость. Мы, блин, не доехали, что ли, еще? Получается. Не понимаю логики с активатором памяти. Они распиханы по системам, планетам, на которых бать физически не мог побывать. Каким хером они там оказались? Магия.
He died protecting this outpost, and we left him.
We'll make it right, Liam. Didn't even finish unpacking.
Too busy trying to survive the Ket.
Устройство инициативы с адаптивным ядром. Законченная накладная на воду. Самосвал, самосвал. Кровь человек, кровь турианец. Месиво тут, видимо, прям знатное было.
Looks like a war zone. According to survivors, the kit attacked from all sides. It was a...
Lexi, I've got another one.
Standing by, waiting for your scan.
Какое тело? Где? Ты где тело
You'd think
увидел?
there'd be more bodies. Not that I'm complaining.
Huh, you're right.
What if they were removed?
We know the Nexus didn't bother picking up the bodies.
You don't think it could have been the cat?
You trying to give me nightmares?
Наверху что ли кто-то валялся? А, да.
Y'all are Thysa.
Records updated, Pathfinder.
Ну, пошли вовнутрь еще.
Maybe we can push the cat back.
With what army? Can you even find the safety on your pistol?
I'm just going through the options.
Evacuate or die. Those are the options.
Well, we know which one they chose.
Радиация тут выветривается постепенно. И ясненько. Я думал, сразу все. Отключится. А она тут так. Так, с днем рождения. Та-та-та. После переводе. Проверка.
Maybe we can push the cat back.
Those are the options.
Override works, but... Sam, the door was sealed from the outside?
Yes, Pathfinder. It appears lockdown was manual before...
Secondary terminals. No access. Sam.
If deployment is standard, main access will be deeper in.
Окей.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Reports said the evac was cut off by Ket.
Ты же сначала был везде адок, ты врубил гравицап, и адок стал местами частично. Блин, я надеялся на то, что раз и все. Раз и нет.
Pathfinder, a maintenance bulletin was issued at the time of shutdown.
What does it say?
Run.
Override! Close it! What the shitting hell was that?
Damn good question.
Pathfinder, don't know what you did, but Ket are inbound to your location.
Cat and that thing? Son of a...
Эта дрянь там вылезла.
Ket, keep sharp.
Местами радиация достаточно долго держит твой костюм. Да, я вижу, но если не на большом. Точнее, если небольшой уровень радиации. Да ёп, твою.
Another dropship with reinforcements. Watch out.
Да, извиняюсь. случайно нажал. Переключение сцены. Блин, офигеть, во сколько там? Там же какой-то срань была, какой-то демон.
Portable cutter of Ket design.
Didn't bother to take it with them.
Сюда в другая. С этой тварью по-быстрому разобрался. Ей вообще насрать. Париж.
Still have them off of its handlers.
Охренеть, конечно. Патронов уже нет. Надо побольше. Биотикой драться.
Look sharp. That thing is out there.
And the Ket. Everything's grounded so they're gone.
Поосторожнее там.
Not sure what's worse. This or dying slow like promise.
Happy thoughts, Liam.
Heard the attack on Resilience was bad, but damn.
Initiative's not military. They weren't prepared for an ambush.
Got a component for Site 2's project.
Компонент какой-то.
Schematics for Special Project Sigma. They were building something, but there are parts missing. This must be the project they were salvaging at Site 1. A way to fight the Ket.
No reason we couldn't...
Ага. Ладно, сначала место убийства осмотрим.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
А потом уже поедем за последней частью. Надо было машинку с собой взять. Ну, я думаю, так и сделаю.
A lot of smart people here once. We're their successors.
Resilience is more than a name. Baby's tech looks like.
Да, похоже. Куда я машину-то делал?
Pathfinder, what happened to that body?
A scan might help us figure that out.
А, этот.
Not shot, he was just pummeled to death. Well, we know what did this. The Ket have nasty pads. West, Porter M. Get that, Lexi?
Yes, Pathfinder. Records updated.
Radiation levels normal.
Блин,
Life
машину
support is
наверху
back
оставил.
online. Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Так. Объезд.
Think they'll ever try moving back in here?
This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Ugh, creepy crawlers.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece
Штанишки
buried deep.
какие-то.
A leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
Шлем.
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
Поехали дальше искать. Куски от шефа.
Who don't?
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Дрон запустим.
Pathfinder,
Кусок
the scanner
брони, что?
picked up Chief Reynolds'
Сверху.
chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilkin was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light.
Погнали
Pathfinder,
искать.
this area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use. Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located.
Вот это, блин, пещера.
It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out. Coming through!
Хорошо подавили.
Incoming!
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. If you power it up, I can exhume its data. Accessing data. The Chief was scanning at the time of death. The scan picked up 2 shots. One, a standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Nilkin is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
Типа того.
Seems clear to me. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilkin?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect, Nilkin. So he did not kill the chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
Ну, по сути, да. Да. Он его не убил. Но хотел. Но не убил. Так, сканировать минералы можно немножечко.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Чтоб добраться бы до них. Объехать. Вот это тут железо. Аж чуть-чуть. Тихо, тихо, тихо. У нас задний ход.
Go easy on the gear. It doesn't come cheap.
If we don't push, we're not going to live long enough to wear it out.
Just fine.
А здесь что такое? Мы здесь были. Нет. Коптер ветров переживает за имущество. Так, тут все очень плохо. Сваливаем обратно. Отпустила. Да, обидно, что еще не везде пока пускает поразведывать всякое дерьмишко.
God damn it. One of our shuttles ahead.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket don't get to keep it.
Последний компонент.
All Site 2 components are accounted for.
Let's head to Site 2's research station and see what good they do.
Какой-то суперубиватор против кетов 3000. Создадим. Здесь проедем. Проехать-то, блин, проехали, конечно.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is back online.
Ну и что вы тут делали?
The engineers knew their stuff. Let's get these to a research station.
Таким. Собираем оружие против кетов. Ну, инженеры знали, что они делали, они молодцы. Красавцы. Игра просто, блять, великолепна. Аванпост. Поехали на аванпост делать. Чё нет? Мы можем быстро перемещаться? Можем. Хорошо. Не хочу 200 лет ездить. Ой, господи.
Is that Drac?
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Здравствуйте. Попал. Ни хрена себе. Еще. Кажется ли вы охренели немножечко? И еще. Эх, не прогон. Сквозь эти камни.
Good one.
Ну, пойдет.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me.
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that.
Так не зашел, так не зашел.
Just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
This is gonna be great.
The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to the Nexus.
And?
Fairwinds Basin. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
We can work with that.
Radiation levels normal.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
Да, даже хер его знает. Чё, какое мнение?
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
It's got to be science. Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative. and its intentions in
Я тоже
Andromeda.
думаю, научный,
Consider
короче,
carefully.
захреначим. Воевать
Prioritize
всегда
research and
успеем.
discovery. That's our
А
foundation.
тут надо узнать,
and our
что за
future.
дерьмо тут
Orders
творится.
prepped. Ready on your signal.
Полетели.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder. Eos is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell.
А нельзя ли хорошо выучить? Может, ученых, не? Видимо, нет. Раз ученые, то все они могут драться.
August Bradley, operational head for
Это
this
тебе
block.
не Морден?
Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't
Prodromos.
seen eager for months. Eos is far from golden.
Не очень название.
But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable
Prodromos,
first
блядь.
step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
Что за игру? Что ты?
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption.
Короче, сейчас здесь кустик такой. Он такой был, такой
The
оп, и
reality
потом
rider,
раз,
you bought us time, but
схлопнулся, и
one
такой раз,
outpost on a long-shot
схлопнулся.
planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point. From the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
Да, манипулятор тот.
Watch out for everyone. But not you, right? You're genuine.
I know what I came here to be. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Тан. Ой, господи.
Radiation levels increasing.
Миси. Опа. Система бонусов криостазиса. Опа. Опа. Развиваем хорошо.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is back online.
Так, сейчас еще одну секундочку, ребят. Извиняюсь, продолжаем. Все проверим. Пошли говорить. Нам возвращаться надо. Место поселения. Чего здесь у нас такое? Научный центр. Разработки еще. Блин. Потом с этим разбираться буду. С этими разработками, научными центрами. Так, что-то у нас на терминале есть. Помогите, пожалуйста. Это мой единственный способ рассказать обо всем, пока никто не умер. Моя рабочая команда, они все время говорят про технологии реликтов. Они думают, что инициатива преувеличивает их опасность. Что пара электродов может заставить реликта работать на них. Ясно.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's a recipe for trouble.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
Напарники тебе сами прокачиваются, или надо как-то руками их распихивать? Блин, вот... Короче, когда начинали, у меня показывало то, что можно их прокачивать. Вот, вот они. Мне их надо прокачивать. Можно, конечно, автоматом, чтобы. Вот так вот. Стоп! Блин, я не успел. Ладно, урон щитам, урон против брони. Хорошо, пойдет. В ближнем бою, вон эта хрень вся. Лазарет, искать активаторы памяти. Ну, пошли. Еще к одним активаторам памяти. Который какого-то хера опять здесь делал.
We came to explore and learn. That's... Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Okay.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Где взять самоцвет Зоры? Хер его знает. Каких-нибудь заданий, наверное, связанных с Зорой. Причем наверняка заданий, которого на шмотке высокого ранга. Так что только ждать, когда откроется. У меня, ну, на PlayStation, по-моему, там в событиях были такие задания. А на ПК хрен его знает. Так.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on Eos later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserved better from the Nexus. That's where I point the finger. We'll remember. You changed this planet. But that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
Просто у меня есть все, кроме него, на ЧБ. Ну, собственно, вот эти вот все самоцветы начали у меня выпадать только с... Как его? С монстров, с этим... С как его, с высоким рангом этих ингредиентов. На низком ранге у меня не выпадали. Так что я думаю, из Зора Магдарса на высоком ранге задание будет только выпадать.
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start.
Ну, не знаю, как они там закаленные или закаленные называются.
Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Ну, собственно, задания, на которых это оранжевая звездочка стоит. Синие — это низкоранговые задания, а на которых звездочка высокоранговая. Так.
Nexus must be waiting, Pathfinder. Relax. There will be more for you on Eos after you get back.
Про название давайте спросим.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means Forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
Ни хрена не объяснил толком.
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Honored to lead them for as long as they need me.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Not much to report. We're making life up as we go.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
Какое несчастье. Какое несчастье.
It's a shame we drift apart like that.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
Ну ладно.
My father, your sister. Sounds like we've both lost a lot.
We stay out of people's grief, Pathfinder.
What is that? Stay out of people's grief? You've said it before.
Shit, that's right. You didn't have the block leader death talk. The thing is, you and your father, not unique, just recent. Every initiative species, except maybe Asari and Krogan, went into cryo with friends and family and woke up knowing they were all dead. Everything we build begins with that. The unsaid start to the initiative. So yeah, we stay out of people's grief.
I don't think denying it is the best choice.
Didn't say deny, I said stay out. We all have to own how we deal with it. What's that old saying? Children with dead parents think everything is possible and nothing is safe. That seems like it fits anyone in the initiative. Or maybe everyone.
Ну, такое.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book. And with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
Не хочет вообще ничего говорить.
So your job doesn't require the others, or do you intentionally avoid them?
The initiative was smart enough to limit the obstacles between its people and jobs that need doing. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
Okay.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, and Pathfinder, what I said about grief, every pirate we brought to this cluster woke up with the same reality you did. Maybe think about that when shooting doesn't have to start.
Пиратов еще, блядь, привезли. Вот дурачки. Так, тут у нас лазарет.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Kett expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Kett expert to Padromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
Я не хочу ничего спрашивать. Срать мне.
Of course.
Сегодня вижу, завтра его не вижу. Че, каждого, блядь, спрашивать про их историю.
Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on Eos, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Преследование.
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now.
Классная, конечно, камера за спиной у чувака. Ну, нет, смысл есть.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Все, конечно, весело. Ага, классно забрались. Че с этим чуваком не так озирается, как после нокаута? Он просто такой, типа... Типа притворяется, что он ничего не слышит.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Заметки, заметки, заметки.
Particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. The sand may be from several locations. I need more data to form a conclusion.
Давайте с доктором поболтаем на эту тему.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Doctor,
у тебя мужик голова.
Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Да, никак.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Так, еще нам, видимо, это что у нас? Бараки?
Can't believe we made it.
Кайн Фокс. Какой красавчик-то.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
Озвучил не тот же чел озвучил, я, который тоже был башковитый. Хрен его знает. Ты думаешь, я так тоже был мексиканцем среди... Как они, претариане, по-моему, их звали? Чем занимаешься, красавчик? Басков.
Water, power, communications, everything is civilization.
Я уж не помню, какой там у Явика был голос.
Not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Да, протеане. Точно.
Bye, Fox.
Bye. Stay safe out there.
Команда по ремонту каналов Кайн Фокс. Matthew Kensin, та-та-та-та. Окей.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings, assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
Угу. Где-то здесь. Там еще у нас заданица есть.
Let's go.
Так, я думаю, нам нужен транспорт. А так считаю. Опа, опять радиация.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Спасибо, Сэм. Ты замечательный капитан очевидности.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Ну-ка.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice, obedient remnant.
Lexi, found another colonist.
So many. All right, send me their information.
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see Carrie again. It's been a slow start, but we got this. We... Oh no. No!
Ой, господи, там же таймер пошел.
Damn it. The remnant aren't all bots and maybe blue skies. Stay careful.
Radiation levels increasing.
Там таймер, блин, идет, а я что-то это... просрал этот момент совершенно. Такой лазю и думаю, эй, все хорошо.
Tough to get used to life on this rock. Too long staring at it from the Nexus and knowing we'd failed.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try.
I heard someone request Eos deployment. Made me smile.
Погнали. Спасать дурачков.
I'm not real romantic about road hazards. Interesting rocks are just as bad for the Nomad.
Ох, эти разговоры ни о чем.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Каждый раз.
Help us! Please!
Please. Окей. Разобрали сборщика. Вот мулитель. Я тебя, говорит, сейчас на 0 поделю. Где выжившие-то? Выжившие! Ау! Выжил кто вообще? Что делаешь?
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnants didn't work
Что,
out?
блядь, происходит?
Okay, who squealed? Gasbrick? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I have a super intelligent AI and enough experience with the remnant to be careful.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Что мне происходит? С кем я говорю? С кем я общаюсь? Видимо, вот он из этот. Ой, господи. Восхитительная игра. Великолепная. Профиль адепт получает 2-й ранг. Я рад за него, что он получает 2-й ранг. Ну-ка, а что там на 2-м ранге-то? Нам дают там 20 сил биотика, область урона, радиус действия, длительность эффекта, биотическое комбо, радиус, биотическое эхо. Вплоть биотику вместо прыжкового ранца. Это как так? Каким, блять, макаром? Рокет джамп, что ли, устраивать? Наверное, мы еще не просканируем минерал-то. А что это за уровни разные? Пошли посмотрим, что там с уровнем радиации. Плохо. С уровнем радиации все плохо. Амулет даже не положим ни хрена. Наверное. Хреново, хреново. Приоритетные задачи. Поговорить с Эдисон на Нексусе. Окей. Стоп, а что еще в журнале? Что у меня показывает-то? А имена павших. Вроде остальное все готово. Ладно. Погнали. Тогда на Nexus слетаем. Да. Но боты великолепные. Стоит на одном месте, топчется. Красавцы. Красавцы. Да, покинуть этот момент. Потом еще вернемся. Доделаем. Заданица. Сейчас, наверное, надо будет с командой тоже поболтать.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed. That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Да насрать.
I don't care where anyone sleeps, as long as we realize what a kick-ass team we have. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Будем трудиться изо всех сил.
Helios threw us for a loop, meaning we're kinda new at this. All of us.
Трудиться и еще раз трудиться.
So let's figure out what the rules are now and try to stick to them.
Sounds good. If there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Сейчас эта Райдер была похожа на учительницу, которая только первый день пришла, такая типа: ой, я хочу всем управлять, у меня ничего не получается, каждый делает все, что хочет. Выглядит глупо немножечко. Для ударных отрядов. Найс. Найс. А, у нас нет финансового задания. Так. Ударный отряд направим. Какой из них? Ноябрь. А, тут похрену. Так, научные данные, ну-ка. Бронзовый палач. Ну, короче, ясно все.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Да, проблемы у нее есть.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Как метод сортировки.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Ну ладно. Чё, как люди себя ведут?
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Вот ты жопа.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Собственно, да. Ему уже наш Турянка про это мозг-то выила немножечко.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive,
I'm kind of jealous.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Чё с Корой?
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Drac can take care of himself.
You'd think so.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Даже Гора в большей степени Азари, чем эта дочь Шрека. Да, да. Даже это можно увидеть.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight.
Это пусть расскажет.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer.
Omega.
I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Да, неплохо она выигралась-то, блин, с Омеги.
I'll be here if you need me.
Молодец, молодец.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
О, зерновый хлебушек, хлебушек.
Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Кора топ-вайфу. Посмотрим. Не знаю, Кора у нее, я не знаю, они какую-то улыбку сделали каждый раз. Это странно. Ну пусть роза, так роза, хрен с тобой.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
А может, и лучше было для тебя.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
Будем считать, что у Коры были травмы, и я нерв защемил. Лицо нерв. И закаил клинит на улыбке Джаконда. Хорошо, хорошо.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
Что вообще хуйня? Балку-то завязать.
The whole expedition might never have launched.
Силой
Dad knew
биотики.
that.
He wouldn't be stalled by minor issues like credits or physics. So I gave the initiative my all.
Сосед Петрович
Kept
так
thinking
делает
of the
каждый
niche
день.
I wanted, my rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Аналог синдрома Туретта, только в плане мимики.
We need your mind on the mission.
Always is. But I'm human too.
Да, интересная
Need time
идея.
to find a way through. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Что она еще расскажет?
Back again?
Ковчег Казари.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
Про военные
Any
воспоминания
more
еще
Commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by posing as new initiates. Valenza hated it. She was like our padre. The cult, that perversion of faith, really upset her.
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
Неплохо.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
See you later, alligator. Так. Ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням. Скоро поболтали. Здесь у нас нет никто. Еще будет кто-нибудь. Побежали дальше.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we? It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
Вообще, это опасная херня. Так-то.
It's dangerous, and that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
Тревога ПГМ на борту. Ну-ка, мы еще об этом поговорим. Ну-ка.
I know I seem dismissive at first, but you have an interesting take on faith and science. I'd really like to pick your brain on that sometime. Maybe over drinks? The Nexus?
I'd like that. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Да, конечно. На Nexus. За рюмочкой.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
What can I do for you?
Когда трогает твой драгоценный корабль. Чё с Гиллом срешься?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. Sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Так чё?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
Так, еще давай рассказывай.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Господи, зачем, блядь, надо было по 200 раз одно и то же? А что ты думаешь об этом? А что ты думаешь об этом? А что ты думаешь об этом? А что ты думаешь об остальных? А вот что ты думаешь об остальных? А об остальных? А что ты думаешь об остальных?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
А что ты думаешь об остальных?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
А про остальных что ты думаешь?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
Еще есть что рассказать?
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Our aerospace engineer was Tianada Vasmore, a Quarian fellow, and absolutely fearless. Once, some Omega scrap dealer pulled the "we don't sell to Quarians" nonsense. Tion found a workaround.
What did he do?
He glued a memory foam to his environmental suit, then, during the negotiations, leaned against the drive core he wanted, very casual. It made a perfect mold of the components, and the scrap dealer was none the wiser.
Хитрожопый. Давайте еще раз спросим, и хватит.
Tell me something else about the ship.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Да, при пьяных Кроганца это сила.
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Нет. Ну нет.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No. I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... Been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that, then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Еще чего тебе, блядь, принести?
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Ну уж рассказывает пусть. Чё ж теперь?
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
What drew you to the remnant?
Ну-ка нахер, Максим, как ты Жириновский.
It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Окей. Чё это за проект-то?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Ну, как бы да, она профессионал. И она больше Азари, чем ты.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
You're off the hook, Phoebe. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Просто такая, ну ты мне принеси чем-нибудь. Я тут это делал, занимаюсь каким-то непонятным, блядь, левым. Еще подорву нахер, все. Вот это, я ничего не скажу. Так, поставим Крил кулак. Блин, а у него ближний бой. Да, поставим, как хрен разница. Магазин, скорость вообще маленькая. Маленькая. Зато урон какой. Нет, не пойдет. Пионер. Всегда будь готов. Максимально... Ой, не, ну нахер. Расходуем предметы. О, настройки кочевника. О, стойка стучанки. Нормально. Нормально. Вот так вот. Будет скин N7. Найс.
Hey, little guy.
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Так, просьба о помощи. Помощи. Так. 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 Отладочное меню. Коматлем. Ветра. Эх, ну их нахер. Доктор, мне постоянно хочется жрать, драться и убивать. В чем дело? Все просто у вас тучанка. Просто...
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Ух ты! Ни хрена себе.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. The cat makes sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
Life out here ain't
Видать, драк вообще
reassuring. You'll
дед.
get used to it.
Is that all you
Дед
brought?
Кроган.
You travel even when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options.
Дедуля опекает,
After
ага.
the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all
Так,
around.
а чё насчет кэш?
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
А, да, понимаю.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Так, ну-ка, еще поболтаем с дедулей.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's had it out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Окей. Ну, рассказывай про восстание сначала. Спросим.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Kesh can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Ну, возможно. О себе расскажу.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming?
Ну, неплохо.
Krogan farm?
Неплохо.
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
Да, это легко поверить в это.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Почему?
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just going to have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Ну окей.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
Даже говорит, несмотря на то, что я ее дед.
I'm still getting to know her.
There's no Krogan like my Rushan. She's worth knowing.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Ну-ка еще спросим.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Ай, ладно.
We can talk more later.
Пошли дальше.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
I don't love being called kid.
I'll try to stop doing that. Can't promise I won't slip up, though.
О, еще заданица. Тин, 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 тин. Ничего особо интересного. Здесь тоже. Наш кочевничек стоит.
As long as it helps us to live here, I don't care how the vault's doing it.
Чем занимаешься-то?
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Не очень.
We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We'll talk later.
I know
Немного мы с ней поговорили, немного. Ну и ладно.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just
Да
saying.
нет, я думаю, ни хрена он не знал.
I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic.
Ryder.
Anyway.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Так. Пойдем еще сходим к ядру, наверное. Что-то гила здесь нету. А он стоит.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Да нет.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Особенного.
Anytime.
Сохраняем игру. Вот. Ой, предлагаю на сегодня это закончить. Что-то я подустал, если честно, прям уже весь как кусочек говнишка подсохшего. Продолжим тогда завтра. Полетим на Nexus. Будем разбираться, что нам там дальше делать. Доложим там, какие задания можно сдать. Да и вообще по ситуации, что там у нас на Эосе, доложим этому Тану. Все расскажем. Вот. На сегодня все. Спасибо огромное, кто приходил, смотрел, общался. Вот. Увидимся завтра в 7 по Москве, как обычно. Пока-пока.